Are you in your tank for and tired of pesky little mosquitoes, flying monkeys, and inescapable giant men with a hammer? Well, I have the perfect build for you and your duo. Now you see, matching their dives simply won't work. What you must do is go Zarya and Juno, and slow them as you watch them crawl slowly to their death like they deserve. Sorry. Anyways... For Juno, you'll want to start out with Pulsar Plus, your first round, which will give your pulsars 1 extra charge. Wow, double the value. Your second power for round 3 will be Black Hole, which will make your Hyper Ring slow enemies that pass through it by 35% for 2 seconds. Fifth round, you will pick Stinger, which will make your Mighty Blaster deal 10 ability damage to enemies over 1 second. Now don't forget, this quaint little symbol means it will stack with ability power. Lastly, for your final round, you will pick Rally Ring, which reduces your Hyper Ring cooldown by 1.5 seconds each time an ally passes through it. The more the merrier. Now, your most important items you will pick throughout the game will be Liquid Nitrogen, which slows targets by 10% for 3 seconds when you deal ability damage. This means when you hit enemies with your pulsars or shoot them with your gun, when you have the Stinger power, you will slow them on top of the slow your ring already provides. Now, especially if you're against a Reinhardt that is using an attack speed build, you'll want to use Weapon Jammer, which will negate 10% attack speed of the target you are dealing weapon damage to, and give you 10% attack speed. Other than these 2 items, I recommend speccing as much into ability power and cooldown reduction as possible. Some other items I personally recommend are Polestar Destroyers for an extra kick, Necrotic Repellent if you just can't get those annoying electric mammals off of you, Iridescent Iris and Champions Kit as well, of course. Now, for Zarya, you'll start out with Volskaya Vortex, which will make your secondary fire spawn a mini version of your ult after using a bubble. This will deal 80 scaling ability damage for 2 seconds. Third round, you will pick Particle Accelerator, which will give you 15% increased attack speed for your secondary fire. Using this after an ability quadruples this bonus for 5 seconds. Fifth round, you will pick Graviton Anomaly, which will make your ult cost 25% less, and increase the base damage and make it increased by energy at the fallback of reducing the duration. Finally, for the last round, you will pick Major Flex, which will make your bubble knock back enemies and deal ability damage that scales and is increased by energy for 1 second. Now, just like with Juno, the most important items in this build are going to be Liquid Nitrogen and Weapon Jammer. My personal favorites to add to this build are Light Launcher, which gives you extra weapon power and makes your secondary fire consume less ammo. Spam away! Booster Jets for even faster right clicks and extra movement speed. Catalytic Crystal to get your ult extremely fast, and Champions Kit to boost up that ability power. For extra survival, just like Juno, I recommend Necrotic Repellent to